Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video. I am working on 6x8 pocket page layouts, still working out on my photos from Vienna. And I also have a 4x6 insert for this one, so it will only be this one photo. Not sure what I want to do with it. I've got lots of lovely empty space up there that I can do something with it. I'm just not sure what yet. And then on this side, I just have 3 interior photos from the cathedral. This is St. Stephen's Cathedral in Vienna. And I need something here. I did do kind of a quick look through my cards and I didn't see anything that I liked right off the bat. So I'm going to have to go and do an in-depth look to see, do I have something that's going to work, or am I going to have to make something new? So I did not find a card ready-made, ready to go that I like. However, I have found 2 background elements here that I might use. So I like this one because it's kind of got the brown tones that are in here in several of these photos. And I really like this one though because it brings out the lighter tones, like here and the marble and here. And I think it just makes it come a little bit more to life with that. So I think I'm probably going to go with this one. And then with these stickers that I do have one that says St. Stephen's Cathedral, and it's in blue. It's a little bit darker than what you see here, but I think if I put it on this card, maybe they'll go together well. Let's see, will it fit? Yes, it is slightly smaller than a 3x4 card, so that would work. I could put it on here and maybe find just some other little elements that could enhance it. So I attached the sticker, but when I look at the pockets here, I don't want the blue right across from this blue, so I think I'm actually going to switch those. And then I'll have blue up top, blue at the bottom. I like that much better. And I'll probably try to work in another piece of blue somewhere, maybe either here or over here. I'm not sure yet, but I do want to make sure that I bring that all in. I also just noticed, actually, that the guy who's in this picture, I don't know who it is, he just got in my picture by accident, but he's wearing a blue shirt. So if I have to, I could play that up a little bit maybe, but at least I'm starting with this. I've decided that I'm going to include a label here, so I have pulled out my bag of labels, and I'm going to stamp. And I pulled out this set. This is from Stampin' Up, I believe, and I want to use this one, Amaze Me. This is a different type of set because it's kind of one of those phrase builders, and there are 2 parts to this. On the other one, it has a stamp that says you, and I assume it's supposed to go you amaze me, but I think I can use that here quite nicely. I think it'll work. Now the question is, what do I want here? I don't want blue because I've already got blue going in there, so I've got to go through here, maybe this gold, but then I have gold and silver here. It still might be okay because both are kind of featured, those tones, but I'm just going to look through here and see what I can find. I've decided, I think, to actually go with this color. It's sort of a very light minty green, maybe a little blue mixed in. I went with that because it's here. It's in some of these colors that are on the side of the roof that we can see. Now it doesn't appear anywhere else. So if I work it in here, I've got 2. I've got to find something else then that is that color that I can use up here. And I think I do have some things in my stash, but right now I'm just going to start with this. And I already checked. It will fit when I stamp. Look at that, pretty perfect. So I'm going to do that next. All right, I have stamped and I've adhered it here, and now I'm going to put in some mini staples. And a lot of the times, you know, I'll go this way to do it. I think I'm going to go a little bit differently and do some horizontal staples. Yeah, like that, kind of over the edge instead. Ooh, I want to make sure I line them up pretty evenly. Not bad for eyeballing it. All right, so got that done. That's probably all I will do with that card. I don't want it to get too crazy. Now I have to figure out what the heck to do with the rest of this. I think I'm going to work on this photo next, and because I've got that lovely empty space up here on the left, I think I'm going to stamp there. And I have pulled out my Brilliance inks to stamp directly on the photo. I have both the gold and the white, And I like the idea of the gold for some of the tones here, but I'm thinking because I use silver, there's a little white here, that I probably should go with the Moonlight White. Now, this is a glossy finish. This tends to smear. I'm going to try to be very, very careful, but I am going to place it over here enough so that if I screw it up, I can cover it with a label or some type of embellishment, just so I have an out that if I don't do it right, I can cover it up somehow. I've selected my stamps and I think I'm going to go with this one, Best in the City. This is from a set by Everyday Explorers Company. The designer, her name is Christine Heron. So if you are looking for, let me pull it up to the camera. There you go. If you're looking for anything like this, that is where you would find it. This set is called In the City. And again, I think I'm going to go with this, In the Moonlight White. Cross your fingers. I did the stamping, that's how it came out. So it isn't perfect. It was a new stamp, but I did prime it. When I have new stamps, I always prime it. I just take a pencil eraser and rub it over the top to get it ready for ink. And I did do 2 test runs on a test sheet over here, then did this. So I expected a slightly better result, but I'm not sure that I want to cover it up. I may live with it because I like that it's actually a little ombre. It almost looks a little faded at the top and then gets stronger as you go. So I'm not going to cover it up for now. I'm just going to let it dry and I'm going to think about it for a while. So right now that's what I have. So I still need to work in this kind of minty greenish blue color somewhere up here. So I'm going to go through my stash and see what I can come up with for that. In my stash, I found these little rubber hearts and sayings, and I believe this is a set, an older one from Felicity Jane that I ordered 2 of. So I think I used everything that was in the first one and liked it so much I bought a second one. But this is kind of the right color. It's a little more bold than this. This is a little bit more muted, but I think I could probably get away with it. So I'm just going to take those out, and I may mix in some black as well since I stamped in black, and I'll just see how it looks. These are the hearts that I have to choose from over here. This one actually is gray, so I hope that shows up on camera okay. So I may work that in somewhere because it goes kind of with the silver that I have working here. So I'm going to play with those and arrange them in different ways and see what I like. I decided when I was playing around with these that I really only liked that one. So I put that on. I used my liquid glue. Now I'm going to go into my enamel dots and see if I can find some little sprinkles for around the heart that will match. I've pulled out these. These are a set from Chamel. These are from Studio Calico, and I'm hoping I can kind of mix maybe the dots and the stars together in some kind of an arrangement that will work here. Well, I decided to dress up this card a little bit when I hadn't planned to. So I added in a white star and then 2 little black enamel dots. And then to kind of keep that going, I added in a star in 2 other places to give myself the visual triangle. So there, I have decided I'm going to keep this. I'm not going to cover it up. So I added in a white star there as well. And then on this one, I did black dot and white stars just to keep it consistent. And then at first I was worried that these would be too close together, but then I remember that when this goes in, this photo will actually be situated in the middle of the page. So they won't be directly across from each other. There's a slight angle there and I can still get the triangle working. It's tight, but I think it works. So I'm going to put this all in the page projectors and make sure I'm happy with it before I stop. All right, so normally on this right-hand side, I might add some things to these photos, but there's a lot happening visually already, so I don't want to overdo it, and I really want the focus to be the photos because there are beautiful things to look at here. So I think I'm going to leave it. So since I have this here already, here's a close-up of that side, and then this one I'm also not going to add anything else. I'm happy with it the way it is. So here's another one done for Vienna. Thanks for watching, everyone.